Welcome back to another episode of Age of Mythology. Today we are playing the eighth part of the series, that is bad news. So let's get right into it. That
This is it.
centaur is Chiron,
Chiron, have you gotten
right?
us lost?
Of course not. I've walked this road many times.
So
I've never
why is
seen
there a
this before,
wall?
however.
It's recent construction. The cuts on the
Obviously you
stones are
didn't
not
see
weathered.
that.
It doesn't look like something your average bandit would build.
Where are the men from Ioklos?
Within, perhaps.
Lost.
Let's find
It's
out.
within. Let's go.
Scout the area and find what
Here,
resources are available here.
so here they decided our forces in two parts. One which is led by Ajax on the left side of the map, and one with Arkantos and Chiron. So at first, I first saw the objective to build up our forces and fight our way to the mine, that north part. And it tells us that there are different resources on different. So I decided to scout the area to find those resources and build some villages so that I don't waste any time as it's on hard.
Esto.
Yeah. Ajax is also good for scouting. These sheep make such an annoying noise, right?
Πρόσεχε.
So I'm just appointing them to gather resources, and this side had a lot
There
of
seems to
wood
be plenty
to
of
gather.
wood in our area.
Eti bulume.
Yep,
Esto. Malisto.
Πρόσεχε.
just to make sure. I usually appoint 10 villagers on each resource to like ensure that there is enough continuous gathering of resources,
Λέγε. Βουφορβός.
and using hotkeys as well, like using the dot key and stuff.
Θρητόμος.
Let's produce some more villagers and keep scouting.
Πρόσεχε. Βούλομε. Βουφορβός. Πρόσταγμα. Θρητόμος.
Some more wood, and it's almost like we are 10 for the food part, and I like food is required for producing more villages, so I give it priority over others. Just keep scouting the map because it's important for finding new things, resources, enemy locations and stuff.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Βουφορβός. Έτοιμος.
So now we have like complete set of 10 villages on food, and 10 on like wood, and for favor I generally prefer 4 to 5. So let's build house to like maximize our population, add an armory so that we can advance to the next age.
Έτοιμη. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομε. Πρόσταγμα. Μεταλλεύς. Λέγε. Μάλιστα.
Πρόσταγμα, βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Πάνι. Βούλομε.
So on advancement there we found a relic which helps in improving hero speed,
Πρόσεχε.
which I decided to appoint Chiron because he's a like a cavalry unit, so he moves faster comparatively to others.
Έτοιμος. Ναι. Έτοιμος.
Let's do this and this. Build a watchtower just to make sure that no troops of enemy suddenly appears from nowhere.
Πρόσεχε.
Here I prefer only to build an archery range, plus using mythical units to build my force instead of doing like all types of troops, because all types of troops take a lot of cost for their advancement to like medium and champion. So that kind of sucks. So I prefer mythical plus archery units as a human soldier support.
Πρόσταγμα.
Ναι, μάλιστα.
Yeah, when I like we advanced, we saw an enemy gate, so I appointed Ajax to destroy it.
Έτοιμη.
And when
Πρόσταγμα.
this was built,
Λέγε. Πάνι. Ορθώς.
now we attack on the left side with a couple of troops.
Is
They were
volley.
easily taken care of.
Πρόσεχε.
Έτοιμο. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι. Πρόσεχε. Μεταλλεύς. Λέγε.
Now let's keep on going and going.
Μάλιστα.
Built a temple and the other thing
Έστω.
that is an archery range.
Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
Here Minotaur attacked
Is
and
volley.
it was kinda but messy because I wanted Ajax to fight it because Ajax is a hero
Πρόσεχε.
and he
Μάλιστα.
can't be like have his Minotaur's abilities, Minotaur's abilities like attack on him.
Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι.
I set a waypoint so that I have all my forces concentrated at a
Πρόσεχε.
place
Μεταλλεύς.
instead of like scattered across the map, which
Έτοιμη.
thins my fighting power. I decided to start deploying one earlier because at a point of time we have to like depend on
Πρόσταγμα.
farm as a primary
Μεταλλεύς.
source of food.
Πρόσταγμα.
At this point I was thinking to like find a way to
Πρόσταγμα.
get to the next stage
Πρόσεχε.
easily.
Έστω. Βούλομαι.
He again got attacked on the left side, but this time there was a Petroglyph with it too,
Πρόσεχε.
which
Μάλιστα.
kind of is a problem because when we start building fortresses and
Λέγε.
towers,
Βούλομαι.
it
Καλώς.
adversely affects it.
Ναι. Is volley. Έτοιμος.
I didn't want these forces to like go deep, very deep in the enemy
Λέγε.
territory because
Εις μάχης.
there are troops that would continuously coming.
Λέγε. Εις μάχη.
Πρόσεχε. Πρόσταγμα.
Έτοιμος. Ναι. Μάλιστα.
Let's just draw them back a
Έτοιμος.
bit.
Βούλομαι. Πάνι.
I wanted to scout like what
Βούλομαι.
length of wall they
Πάνι.
had and was there any
Ορθώς.
tower behind it
Πρόσταγμα.
for defending.
Έτοιμο. Βούλομαι.
So
Πρόσταγμα. Έστω.
built a couple of towers because that
Λέγε.
will make this a favorable zone for my troops to fight. Instead, if enemy comes here like we have seen about this, here was a crisis problem for
Πρόσταγμα.
me
Βούλομαι.
in
Έτοιμη.
terms of
Λέγε.
food
Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Μάλιστα. Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι.
because
Βούλομαι.
I didn't have enough wood to appoint every single one of them, so I gather on these ships for the time being.
Πρόσταγμα.
And
Πρόσταγμα.
then there was another attack on the right,
Έτοιμος.
which I thought we probably would lost, but our boy Arkantos took care of it as well, very well.
Λέγε.
And
Βούλομαι.
it pretty much showed that
Πρόσταγμα.
there is a need for building forces on both sides. But with the population limit at 130, it was quite difficult. So I prioritized going to Heroic Age first for building a fortress and getting those Petroglyph for defeating the enemy's things, structures. At this point, I generally prefer to go for Hydra as a mythical unit, but in this scenario, I chose Apollo
Πρόσταγμα.
because I didn't like its mythical unit, but he had an ability called Underworld, which
Λέγε.
cleared my like
Ορθώς,
mind
πάνι.
for the strategy for
Πρόσεχε.
this particular map.
Ναι.
And Apollo would help us in transporting our units between both the places without
Έτοιμο.
like
Βούλομαι.
combining them on further down the part and fighting the enemies. So we can use only one side and concentrate our full potential towards that. I decided to build this side as a strategically defensive base instead of an offensive side. I didn't even destroy their wall for that matter. I think later we would see that we have built fortresses and towers for defense on this side. At this point, I was aiming only at increasing the archer's attack and stuff. And now we will put the ability, but like bugged for the first time, so I think to try it again and build a little bit deep in my territory
Βούλομαι.
because it would have like further
Λέγε.
help in its defending
Έστω.
because if one side gets destroyed, it's a complete waste. We decided to carefully build it like in starting and here.
Λέγε.
Έτοιμος. Θρητόμος.
So it was just a kind of a waiting game for getting resources and it was pretty easy for doing that.
Προς τα
It made a level comparatively easy and the
Λέγε.
only problem was
Λέγε.
attacks from this side on the right side which were kind of difficult to defend if our forces were all towards the right side. So we had a little bit struggle on that part, but most of the game was easy to
Λέγε.
like attack with a larger force
Πρόσταγμα, έστω.
instead of using a smaller force.
Ναι. Ναι.
At this point there was a need to destroy that gate because that Petroply would absolutely ruin us later
Ετοίμος.
and our defensive structures. Then it like the fortress was up, I decided to build 3 or 4 Petropolis to help us advance because there might be defensive structures like towers and fortresses
Πρόσταγμα.
down the road. Here I was kind of got confused to what to build. And I was like then aiming to build a market
Πρόσταγμα.
because markets would like help us advance to the mythical age, which gives a god of fully strong
Πρόσταγμα.
god power and units as well.
Πρόσεχε. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Έστω.
So I decided to do a bold move by
Λέγε.
sending my scout to like just see what buildings are out there. Although he got immediately killed by those units. So I didn't even bother to like defend him or make him come back to the place.
Έτοιμη.
Πρόσεχε. Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσεχε. Μεταλλεύς.
Ετοίμος.
Έτοιμος. Ναι.
Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Ναι. Έστω.
So like this was a strategic way to like advance, but we were
Λέγε.
immediately met by
Εισβολή. Πρόσταγμα.
patrol or like further attack on our side.
Πρόσταγμα.
That's when we discovered a little bit up the road that there was a fortress and a watchtower which was interrupting in our way. So we weren't able to advance to like normal units. Instead, we needed to destroy them. Then the problem started when they started attacking on the right side and we had no troops to defend it as well.
Έτοιμη. Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι. Έστω.
Ετοίμος. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Έστω. Μάλιστα.
We decided to
Λέγε.
retreat a bit
Ναι.
before starting a complete onslaught on the other side. Because it was difficult to like defend from one side and attack from another. So I sent all my heroes back to this place because heroes are
Ετοίμος.
like obviously heroes they are strong against even mythical units, so that's not a thing to debate about. And then I discovered that one of my protagonist started to like bombard that side.
Ετοίμος.
That was so I let it in because it's like a easy pick for me.
Έτοιμος.
Like this was a trouble because
Λέγε,
those
καλώς.
troops started to like kill my
Πάνι. Βούλομαι.
Petropolis
Πρόσταγμα ορθός.
or catapults. You know,
Πρόσταγμα βούλομαι.
I didn't
Μάλιστα.
want you to advance from this side because it kind of be trouble to like, maintain assault from those side.
Πρόσταγμα. Έστω.
Though later I discovered that if
Πρόσεχε.
we would have concentrated attacks on this side, it would have been much easier
Ναι.
because
Έστω.
we would have a strategically open ground.
Έστω.
And it's easier to beat an open ground.
Λέγε. Έστω. Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμη. Έστω.
Πρόσεχε. Μάλιστα.
Λέγε. Πάνι. Πόρο. Λέγε. Πάνι. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε.
Ναι.
When our heroes got back and there was no assault
Πρόσταγμα.
on this side, I shall
Βούλομαι.
probably like again try to attack that side as well.
Πρόσεχε.
This time
Βούλομαι.
I aimed at destroying that
Λέγε.
fortress and some buildings in
Ορθώς.
between.
Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Μάλιστα. Μάλιστα. Μάλιστα.
Έτοιμος.
Μάλιστα. Έστω. Έστω. Ναι. Έστω.
Eventually we got a good spot to attack and we also controlled that spot for destroying the fortress from range.
Λέγε.
Though that barrack was giving some trouble, so our heroes like absorbed the fire from the fortress and decided to kick the barracks ass. Instead of Colossal, I preferred Medusa because Medusa is strong as well as it helps us by giving an ability of Lightning Storm, which in later levels at the fortress which the mine would be very helpful.
Πρόσταγμα. Καλώς.
So we started to move further and we
Ετοίμος.
soon cleared the valley for a while. And
Έστω. Ναι.
then
Λέγε.
advanced to the side, but then we got the news that our other side was getting attacked by giants and whatever that unit is called.
Πρόσταγμα.
And that's the point from where the trouble starts because we have a very limited population.
Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι.
Instead of like withdrawing our forces, why not
Πρόσεχε.
prefer
Μάλιστα.
to
Ναι. Βούλομαι.
like continuously move forward
Πάνι.
and
Μάλιστα.
directly going forward was not a
Πρόσταγμα.
preferable way for me. I decided to take a right turn
Λέγε.
and
Έστω. Λέγε.
wipe those places which were attacking on my right flank, which was helpful for the right flank, but I completely missed the fact that we
Take
can
down
also
that fortress and we will
track
be able
down
to
the
link
left
up our
side.
forces.
Yeah, I didn't give paid enough attention to see those units on the mini map that just passed me
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι.
to attack my left flank
Έστω. Ναι.
because I didn't have any troops on that side. It was a
Λέγε.
Back now, mortal.
pain for
Πρόσεχε.
me.
You
Μάλιστα.
do not know what you're dealing with here.
Έτοιμο. Ναι. Βούλομαι. Έστω.
That governance guy
Πρόσταγμα.
was a literal pain in the ass
Μάλιστα.
in literal cases. I thought to build a Medusa, but it was kind of difficult to build one because it 40 experience or favor.
Έτοιμος. Πάνι.
So I kept on and kept an complete onslaught from this side.
Πρόσταγμα. Εισβολή. Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
I thought that the archer would take the bait of the user and come close enough for the fortress range.
Λέγε.
Well, the miniature
Έτοιμος.
did the job
Ορθός.
later.
Πρόσταγμα. Εισβολή.
Έτοιμο. Έστω.
Ναι.
Ετοίμος. Εισβολή. Λέγε. Εις μάχην.
I told you not to meddle in my affairs. Now you will know the wrath of the
This
gods.
point, I was like, okay, whatever. But then he literally put
Πρόσεχε. Ναι.
that meteor shower on my left flank's town center,
Έστω.
which like severely damaged me because I didn't have the 15 population of the DFB.
Έτοιμος.
But then I thought that it was
Έτοιμος.
just that. But then suddenly the 2 or 3 colossus and miniatures appeared on the scene.
Έτοιμη. Μάλιστα. Ναι.
So it literally caused me to stop my whole attack on the right flank. Instead, I had to focus on the other side. Because of continuous attack,
Έτοιμη.
there was a like, problem starting to come in my way. At this point, I forgot that my life tank was under attack,
Λέγε. Εισβολή.
and I was focusing on beating these guys instead. Then I saw that this happened on this side. Although most of my villages were safe, but it was a little pain in the ass because I had to like
Ναι.
withdraw all my troops back, and instead of fighting them, I had to fight those guys instead.
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι.
And then this happened, so I thought to like garrison them inside this tower.
Ετοίμος.
Bring the heroes and some miniature support back to the right hand side. From the right hand side to the left hand side.
Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
And now I had to like wait for a particular period of time because the left side's core was completely disrupted.
Λέγε. Εις μάχην. Πρόσταγμα. Όρο. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Εισβολή.
I just let them go outside and like mine the goals
Λέγε.
because it was pretty important. Now I thought to like
Έτοιμη.
cruise the complete side, but there was a one block left which
Μάλιστα.
showed a wall can be built there, but I didn't
Πρόσταγμα.
notice that.
Μάλιστα. Ναι. Λέγε.
Which literally cost me a lot later. Now I decided to like withdraw my forces and get the rebuildation part of this side
Έτοιμος.
done. So
Έτοιμο.
this
Βούλομαι.
side's rebuilding was quite
Yeah.
necessary at that time.
Μάλιστα.
Plus I needed a couple of
Μάλιστα.
towers in this
Πρόσταγμα.
place to ensure that the
Βούλομαι.
town center doesn't get immediately destroyed. Instead I get a warden first.
Ετοίμος.
I
Ναι.
used
Λέγε.
the right side town center to transport my troops on the other hand easily.
Ετοίμος. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμη. Ναι. Πρόσεχε.
To help its rebuilding because that side which was considered offensive and wasn't built for defense got completely destroyed. So a pro tip,
Πρόσεχε.
build on the left side and attack from the right side
Έτοιμος.
because that's how game programmed it, and if you like decide otherwise like I did, it won't be a problem if you're playing on any difficulty which is like larger than normal.
Έστω.
It's just
Ετοίμος.
at this point I was like, it's been a while. I have started to rebuild this site, so I should now attack. But there was still some strategic buildings and defenses which were required to build and get my food building back up to 10 villages. That's my favorite upgrade
Πρόσεχε.
because it helps our archer units to get flaming arrows. And that
Πρόσεχε.
like this seems cool.
Βούλομαι.
I
Yeah,
know
ναι.
it's that much damage in comparison.
Έτοιμος.
I liked it at that time. Now I thought to build a wall in this side to ensure that no troops just walk in there.
Ναι.
Though I was
Πρόσταγμα.
distracted by the left side's attack,
Έτοιμος. Έστω.
which killed most of my villagers who were building on the left side, and that one gap in the wall caused a lot of trouble as most of the troops were able to enter. And that trouble I also caused a lot of trouble.
Έτοιμος.
At this point I started to panic a bit.
Ορθός.
I was like, why the heck aren't you guys moving?
Έστω.
There's a wall going on near the left flank.
Ετοίμος.
I started to build the Poseidon or Zeus main unit, that is the Myrmidons, which helped me defend the river bases because I thought I need a strategic army of the Myrmidon to ensure that my left flank base remains safe. And simultaneously I started building some troops to ensure that troops or villages to cover the gold damage. The gold mine troops damage, which were 10 and now was left only 6 in comparison. Now this was a bit of trouble, so I decided to send my one builder top to deal with it, but later I realized that it wasn't that good of an idea.
Μεταλλεύς. Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε. Ναι.
Έτοιμοι.
Now I decided to just go for it and just
Βούλομαι.
start the whole attack on this side and cover that wall somehow.
Έστω.
Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσεχε. Μάλιστα. Μεταλλεύς.
Now that Bill Manager was just gone, so I let him just do his thing because it was not
Έτοιμος.
possible to save him.
Ναι. Έτοιμος.
But his sacrifice was required because he drew the enemy's main forces to the left hand side. So the right hand side was comparatively clearer. So
Έτοιμος. Πάνι.
I just
Πάνι.
didn't wait for my
Of course.
heroes because I knew my heroes would take up it.
Ορθός.
So I decided to just assault this side.
Λέγε. Λέγε. Εισβολή.
This was, but at this point there was a full assault going on that side, and this Petrobras kept on bothering me. But
Πρόσταγμα.
I was more like, let's just
Έτοιμος.
go for it, and I sent Chiron to deal with it
Orthos.
because he's a hero. It wouldn't take him much long.
Πρόσταγμα.
Though I was wrong, it took him a lot of time to do stuff.
Ναι.
Πρόσεχε. Έστω.
So
Έστω.
a full assault, and I used this also to get
Μάλιστα.
a town center here because a town center
Πρόσταγμα.
would be
Ναι.
helping me build more troops by providing 15 more population space.
Λέγε. Έστω.
Now
Βούλομαι.
I met with a couple of
Εις μάχη.
patrols. They didn't stand a chance because I have a mythical army,
Έτοιμος.
mythically full upgraded army. That's now I started getting attacked on the left side's town center. Though I didn't pay attention at that time because I built those Myrmidons
Πρόσταγμα.
and they pretty much dealt with it as well.
Πρόσταγμα.
Though my villagers again died. Just reduce some of them and let them go there. And those Myrmidons deal with the rest.
Λέγε. Ορθός. Πάνι. Όρο.
Now we were pretty much almost
Prostagma.
there and I let them just
Πρόσεχε
guard this side
με
or
τα
whatever
λες.
because it was almost over because I just needed to destroy those two fortresses up there.
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα. Εισβολή.
I thought to like
Raise the
regather my
fortresses to
force
the ground.
Πρόσεχε.
and do this because those troops
Εισβολής μάχης.
would have like take the side because of the war tower they would have waited a bit and it's a payback which they attacked my left side so
Καλώς.
hard.
Λέγε. Εις μάχην.
So it's only fair to like do it same for them as well. Try not to down the favor.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορθώς. Εισβολή. Εισβολή.
At
Εισβολή.
this point I was like
Smashing.
just attack them, just go for it. And I even sent my melee troops to attack the gates of the fortress.
Πρόσταγμα.
Λέγε. Καλώς. Πάνι. Ετοίμος.
Now
Εις
just
μάχην.
destroy
Λέγε.
that thing.
Μάλιστα.
At this point it was pretty clear that they have won.
Λέγε. Εισβολή. Πρόσταγμα.
So I just go all in for it.
Όρο. Λέγε.
And these small
Εισβολή.
militia troops
Έτοιμος.
all
Εισβολή.
like this could armed patrols when they would do what they did and coming from the back and destroying my one of the patrol line. So I like appointed a few of my main minotaurs to deal with them instead.
Πρόσεχε. Εις
Yeah,
μάχην.
they got a bit confused what I sent for order. By that time they dealt with the fortress and it was a victory. Then I like went to see that his gargants is still there, that weird cyclope. So GG guys, that's the end of this episode. Let's just see
From the
the
red
prologue,
clouds of the morn.
epilogue,
From the
whatever.
temples where the yellow gods shut up their eyes in scorn.
Uh,
I will warn you.
keep babbling, like
This
just
once.
babble.
Enough babbling, coward. Come face me.
Babbling.
Atlantis does not fear the likes of you.
It should. I have warned you. Continue to pursue me, and I will spare neither you, nor your city, nor your son.
Go to hell, dude. Literally go to hell. So, GG guys, do like, share, and subscribe for more such content. And see you all later.